All right, so you've created the face for your Mr. Imagination paintbrush. When you look at it, you might find that it cracked in some areas, so we filled it with glue, but you'll be able to paint over those things. Now I'm showing you the steps on how to do detail painting. So right now I've already put my skin color on, and it's okay if it kind of goes on top of places, like if you look at my lips, it's on it a little bit, but I will just paint over that. You'll try not to get it all over everything. You try to just stick to the face. If I flip my paintbrush over, I wasn't worried about painting the backside, because if you do, when you set it down to dry, it's just gonna stick to the surface that you've painted on because it's wet, right? It's sticky. So however you paint it, you wanna think about where you're putting that paint and how far down you wanna go with your paint. You can choose any skin tone. Once you're done, you'll already have these at your table. You'll have your water cup with paintbrushes, different sizes. Always want to think about what size you're using for different parts of the face, right? Some of you have teeny tiny faces, you want teeny tiny brushes for those details. If you have a bigger paintbrush, you can use a slightly bigger, like a medium size paintbrush. You have a palette full of different colors you can use at your table to share. And if I get my paintbrush has some paint on it. So look what I'm doing. I'm washing it off. I'm not splashing the water all over the place. I'm being careful. I'm checking it out, see if it still has paint. I've got my paper towels nearby. I'm seeing if there's still color on there. So I'm switching up my colors now. So if I painted the face, now I want to switch. You decide what lip color you want. I think for mine, I'm gonna use this pink color, but you could choose what color you want. I'm gonna go in and carefully paint around. I might even want a smaller brush, so if you do, raise your hand and I'll make sure you get the correct brushes you need, or I'll tell you where they are. Now, when we paint, it might take some time to dry, right? It's not just gonna magically dry. So we'll wanna put this back on the drying rack. And next time I see you is when we are going to start adding with glue any kind of special crafts that you want on your person. So if you're making a crown on the top of the head, or if you're adding some color into the hair, yes, you can paint some color into the hair if you would like, but it's going to stay. Once you put that paint there, it's not gonna go away. So you need to make sure that's really what you wanna do. But we'll have the sequins, the beads, the glitter glue, we'll have the pipe cleaners, the pom-poms, the feathers, all those special crafty things out next week for gluing. Today, once you finish, put this on the drying rack, go to your seat, clean your space, help a neighbor first. If no neighbors need help, then you can get a free draw paper. So look at mine. I still have some clay showing. I wanna make sure I pick the right brushes to go over all that clay. So this is as much as I'm gonna show you right now, and then I'll show you a photo of a finished painting before that I add all those craft materials.